Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Ferdinand. How are you? If you can
Hi,
hear
good
us, Mr.
hi,
Oh,
good
sorry.
morning.
Good
Good
morning. Good
morning. Good
morning. How are
morning.
you?
I'm great. I'm great.
It is good to
I'm a
hear
bit
from you, ma'am. Where are you from?
I'm from New Amsterdam, Berbice, Guyana.
Okay. Wow, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. We are going to be starting slowly, but this is our monthly webinar. So first, I am seeing you. Um, Let me introduce myself and our team. I am Mr. Sheikh Basvia, Vice President of Business Summit. And there's Mr. Sharafat. I'm right now in South Africa. There's Mr. Sharafat from Asia, who is our graphic designer manager. We have Miss Queen from Nigeria, who is our marketing manager. And also, we have Dr. Haider himself, the chairman of Business Summit. He's here right now in Bangkok, I think. So already we are in different continents, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so we will be starting very, very shortly. It is a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you for having me also.
Good
Likewise.
morning, madam. Welcome to Business Summit. This is Dr. Haider. I'm off the camera right now because of a little bit of internet issue. I have to be only on the audio. Very glad to see someone from my lovely country, Guyana. It's close to my heart. And I was just getting some updates before a few minutes from Ross Khan, my friend, and about the Guyana oil and gas summit that's kicking off in a few days' time. I think this week itself.
Okay.
Yeah, and some of the news updates about Guyana. I mean, it's on a top priority in our platter. So people across the world have got serious interest and to connect Guyana and be partner and do business in Guyana. So I think it's great that you are here and you can tap up some of these opportunities and help out some of the people. We met Dr. Peter Ramsarup in November in Kuala Lumpur. He was there representing His Excellency President Irfan Ali
Okay.
summit in Kuala Lumpur because President wanted to come, but he couldn't. Then later, he nominated Dr. Peter Ramsarup to join. So it was a great session, and many of the people from around the world are very keen to invest in Guyana in different fields. So later on, we will invite you to have a word if you wish to talk about Guyana and so on. If you want, let us know. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. I'll let you know.
Perfect.
But I'm the secretary of the Berbice Chamber of Commerce, and I was asked to be on this summit today. I am not sure what it is all about, so I'm eager also to be a part and to understand. And those persons who are eager to be a part of our business community here in Berbice are free to make contact with me, and I can put them to the president of our chamber, put them on to the president of our chamber.
That would be fantastic. That's great. Good to hear that. We'll do that for sure. That's a purpose that your chamber nominated you to participate in this meeting. It's a global summit that we do hold every month once, and we connect the investors and investees globally online. We just start here and then we keep on going. And every year we hold a summit in person. Last year we held a summit in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, where we had about over 100 investors and investees on site, meeting, talking, and gathering and doing business, closing deals. This year we have a summit in Nairobi, Kenya, in Africa, and we are expecting over 200 participants and 200 friends from all around the world to come and join this summit in person and close deals. So it would be interesting for Barbies Jemba to be part of this conversation that you are listening today, and you can convey these messages to your members, valuable members later. You can report back to them for sure.
That would be great.
Yes. Great, thank you.
Okay, that's great. I think we will be starting officially in the next 2-3 minutes. But before we start, let's please put our promo video, and then we will officially start this webinar. Sharafat, you may go ahead.
Sure, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for joining us one more time. If you are here today, please let us know where you are from. Welcome to Business Summit. This is our team, our monthly webinar, where we hold this webinar to connect you to investors, to connect you to your next global partner, and to give you solutions to expand your business anywhere in the world. So as we are waiting for some more people to come, I would like to hear from some of you, hear where you are from, and tell us what you do. I would like to hear from some of you. But before we go to the next part, I think it's very, very exciting for me to say this. Last year at this time, we were in Lisbon holding our Investors Summit. So this is very exciting. By the way, I am Mr. Abhishek Basvia, Vice President of Business Summit, and our team is here right now. I am in South Africa, and our team is here, Mr. Sharafat, who is in Asia, and we have Ms. Queen, our marketing manager, who is in Nigeria, and Dr. Hida, our chairman, who is right now traveling, and I think is in Bangkok. So we are a team that is here to facilitate your investment needs and to facilitate your growth, international growth. So without any further ado, let me please hear from you, where you're from, a few words, what do you do? Please feel free. Maybe I would like to hear from Mr. Gonzalo, who is here. Mr. Gonzalo, how are you?
How are you?
I am very good, and yourself?
I'm also traveling, but I didn't want to miss the opportunity to give a big hug to our friends of Business Summit. Hope everyone is doing well, and I'm eager to come to Kenya in the next in-person meeting, in-person business, and we are doing well. Following Business Summit as usual, always with a high, wide open to see how things move forward.
Yes, of course. There's a lot of things going on. And again, the reason we hold this monthly webinar is to keep in touch with everyone, especially friends like you, because in a busy world like this, this is a time for us to all catch up with what's happening with business, with what's happening around the world, and also some exciting news for the upcoming summit that is, coming in the next few months. So it is very good again to hear from you. And for those who have not met you yet, Mr. Gonzalo has a very, very interesting project. And I think you should mention it in 2 minutes, Mr. Gonzalo, what exactly that's the future that you have envisioned, what it is. So some of our participants we here will be excited to hear from you.
Yeah. Well, we are suspicious, but that's true. We believe we have between hands the most impressive sustainable solution in urban mobility, land and air, offering a platform. We are a tech company, one of the top 20 to be seen in 2025 on urban mobility. And our main goal is to bring to cities a solution that makes life of everyone easier and in a sustainable footprint, carbon footprint. So as a technology company, we are looking for at this stage still funding. This is an ongoing process. Next week, we will be in Abu Dhabi and in Dubai because Abu Dhabi authorities have considered the Tuga solution, the future of mobility in the city, creating, like in Malaysia, dedicated lanes to our service. Tuga is in terms of product, is a 3-wheel EV vehicle, top notch in terms of technology, and with the digital features that have never been seen until now. One of them is the health inside the capsule. We are the first vehicle with the hospitalar atmosphere, cleaning what we breathe and cleaning the body of virus and bacteria. So we have some interesting features, and Tuga is a project to be seen. You can follow us in LinkedIn, you can follow us in internet, and of course you can follow us alongside with Business Summit, because we believe it's one of the strategic platforms. Once per year we should attend, and keep watching, keep tuned with us, because very soon, as I said in a previous interview in Kuala Lumpur, we will be seeing Tugas everywhere very soon. And that's it, my friend.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gonzalo. A very, very humble speech, I must say. For those who have not watched his interview, I think they should type his name and type Tuga. You will find his interview with the famous movie director and businessman. Very, very important points that he shared. But also, Mr. Gonzalo is a very good speaker, a good lobbyist, and a very good speaker. I had the privilege to listen to him. Thank you, Mr. Gonzalo. We, of course, stay in touch, and I look forward to hear from you once a month and see you very soon for a cup of coffee in Nairobi, Kenya.
Flying to Cape Town in the next month. So I will be near you.
Yes, please pop me a message if I am nearby, and if I am free, I will definitely pop in to see you. I'll have to grab a plane. It's not as near, but
we are opening an office in Luanda, in Angola, and we will travel a couple of days to Cape Town in South Africa, and maybe it's not still clear going into your hometown, but if it is the case, I will keep you posted. Thank you very much for
Of
the
course,
opportunity.
if you are in my hometown, definitely. We definitely will meet for some nice, good food.
That's it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Those who are still joining, welcome to our monthly webinar where we meet all our friends. And today we have a very special agenda. Before I call Dr. Haider, we have a very, very exciting news. I will be giving that news. And I can see more people are joining. If you have a question, please write in the chat. Ms. Queen will be helping you. So I have a very exciting news for you, and I will be sharing that before Dr. Haider comes in. But first, let me hear from one more person at least, maybe Mr. Khan from Switzerland. Hello, Mr. Khan, how are you?
Hey guys, how you doing? This is Anis Khan from Switzerland. So I met Mr. Haider, Dr. Haider in Bulgaria first time. I went to visit him. I heard from him. I didn't know from him because he's from Bangladesh and me myself also from Bangladesh. I have been living in Switzerland almost 50 years, 47 years. So I'm from one of the organization. It's called Global SME Business Home Switzerland. And I have my own company. It's called Intrapass. We are in the aviation, logistics, security, and the travel industry for last 20 years. And I came actually from the aviation industry. I used to work for like international aviation security consultant. I retired last year. So at the moment I am working with them, as I mentioned, GSBH. That means Global SME Business Home. So we work with the SME people, and which is I met Mr. Dr. Haider. So we will be having an event in Switzerland, Davos, in September 3rd of September till 5th of September. So we are inviting all over the world SME to join our conference. We are also helping startup funding and all these things. Somehow we have forgotten about SME. Everybody, Davos and everywhere in the world talking about the big company, big company, big company. Somehow we've forgotten SME, because for me is a SME like a oxygen for the big company. Big company cannot run without SME, and nobody is talking about SME. We are the first one in the world having a historical meeting or conference in Davos with SME. If you see world economic growth is 69 to 70% is SME. And
That's very true. That's very true.
Exactly figure I can give you for Switzerland, 95% economic growth with SME in Switzerland. Few big company you can count on hand like a Roche or big companies in Switzerland, but 95% economic growth with the SME. I am working with the SME and I am really happy to join webinar this and looking forward to meet you guys in Nairobi in person. So let's see what we can do with the business summit and our summit. How can we collaborate each other? The world is leading with SME. This is my statement.
Of course, Mr. Anis. I look forward to have you also with us in Kenya. This is going to be our most prestigious summit that we have held so far. I think it's time for me to be inviting Dr. Haider in the next 2 minutes, who will be also introducing our guest speaker for today, a very good old friend. But before that, like I said, I have some exciting news. Today, it marks 1 year since we have our Lisbon Summit. A few of the faces who were there, I can see some people who were in the Lisbon Summit. But at the same time, we have an exciting news. We had a lot of projects, I think 10 projects that went on screen in Kuala Lumpur. and there is a lot of actions happening. And one of them right now, if our team can put on the banner, is Millennial Wares. And from our team, we would like to congratulate Millennial Ware, who has signed its engagement letter already, who has signed its engagement agreement with Regent Financial LLC in USA, and is on his way to be securing his investment that he came for, to be looking in Kuala Lumpur. So that's some exciting news. We also have a few other companies who are about to be signing an engagement agreement very, very soon. So that's an exciting news. And to also those who came to Kuala Lumpur, you will remember this very young man. So well done, Millennial Wares. Well done, Mr. Buffy. We are excited to walk this journey with you, and we are very, very, very proud of you. So well done. And for those who are still in discussions with your investors, rest assured we are here to help you. We are here to take you to the end product that you're looking for. Okay, without any further ado, let me please welcome Dr. Haider, our chairman for Business Summit. He's here today. Unfortunately, I don't know if he's able to put his video on because of some internet issues. But let me welcome Dr. Haider, who will also be welcoming our very, very good old friend who has been with us for a few years now. Dr. Haider, are you here?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Doctor. Oh, you put your video on. Good to see you, Dr. Haider.
I try, but sorry, my apologies that the internet here is very slow over the weekend. I'm in Bangkok in Thailand, the city of joy. That's what my wife said yesterday when I said that when I checking in, the reception was saying they have a big party for the Valentine's Day, and there will be music, and life will be very much happening till 4 a.m. in the morning. Whether I'll be able to sleep. I said, I will be sleeping, don't worry about that. And I saw tons of people in the hotel. So this is a city of joy, and greetings to everyone, all my friends. I can see a lot of our friends here. Thank you so much. And I was hearing Mr. Gonzalo as well. Have a safe trip to your destination where you are. I see my friend, Mr. Vladimir. Yeah, good time is coming for you, Vladimir. I was thinking about you. I was talking about you today to one of my friend in Canada, one of the investor and one of the business person, that I should connect you. And as we are hoping that there will be peace in regardless how it is done. I'll be coming back to you guys on that about the business opportunities. Some terrible business opportunities are evolving in the world for reasons, for somebody's stupidity or somebody's actions. There will be terrible amount of business coming up in some places. I will come back on that later on. But thank you for joining, and I'm sure today we have a lot of things to share that are exciting. As you say, Mr. Avi said that Kuala Lumpur Summit brought results. We brought results on the spot. We have more results, but we cannot disclose right now because some of the clients, they give us embargo that you can't just disclose it publicly. So that's why we are unable to tell you, but there are more things happening and there are more deals that are getting ahead. This is what is going on. And with this, I will say, our friend Professor Salahuddin, he's here because I was meeting him. I'm on the wheel for after the summit. In fact, I went back to Africa. From Africa, I went back to Lisbon in Portugal, and then from Portugal, I went back again to Luanda in Angola. From there to Lagos to Abuja, back to Lagos. I spent 2 weeks in Nigeria, the country I love so much. And then from Nigeria, with the invitation of the King of Accra region of Ghana, I went to Accra for 2 days. And then from there to Addis Ababa in Ethiopia, and then to Nairobi, from Nairobi non-stop to Kuala Lumpur. I spent 5 days in Kuala Lumpur, and now just last night arrived in Bangkok, having a meeting, very important meeting on the 17th and 18th, and then 19th, I should be on my way towards Europe. And my health is taking a toll at this juncture. That's why I said to Mr. Avi that you run the show today. And of course, my team is capable. Even I'm not here online, they will be doing it to their best. That I know. I'm confident about this. So there are exciting news. And also, I will be coming back to you one more time before we finish with these new opportunities evolving in the world. This is something extremely important to know. That piece of information should cost you $1 million. I'll give you, because you joined here, as a tips, as a gift from myself today. This information will be $1 million, millions of dollar information will be given at no cost to you as a good friend, as a loyal friend, for last many years. So with this, I'll not take more time. I'll invite His Excellency Professor Salahuddin, a profound business personality from Nigeria. He is by born a Nigerian, by citizenship a British, and living a naturalized person in Dubai. We were together working closely for days in Lagos and Abuja, and I think he should say what we have achieved, what we have done together, and what we're doing every day. Even we met yesterday or day before yesterday with some of his good friends and so on. So we are, constantly working, developing. He loves his country. He loves the continent of Africa, and he's so excited. He's one of the backbone of taking this summit for 2025 in Nairobi in Kenya or in Africa this time. So we said Africa this time, meaning we are having the summit in Africa, and he's one of the key person to push us up to hold it or host it in Africa at this time. So we would like to hear from Professor Salahuddin at this point of time, and then I'll come back to you. Back to you, Mr. Avi. Thank you very much, my friends.
Thank you, Dr. Haider. Thank you so much. Professor is here, looking as young and dashing as always. So welcome, Professor. The mic is yours.
Well, first and foremost, thank you all the business gurus who are in this house. First and foremost, let's give thanks to Allah that has already made Dr. Haider an iconic business, and you can see what he has narrated. Within few weeks, he has been to so many parts of the world. First and foremost, I give thanks to Allah for giving you this strong head, because it's not too easy. When you look at it very well, Dr. Haider has been moving and moving and moving, and a lot of things has been achieved. So, Dr. Haider, my first thing is just to give thanks to Allah for giving you this strength. I don't know where you got the strength, but you are doing very, very remarkably. It's very, very important, particularly your visit to Nigeria has been very excellent. So many things have happened. And what can I say again? I mean, talking about Bangladesh, where we are going to invest and who is going to invest. And it's making this business summit a very proud business summit. A lot of people are gaining. I've met a lot of people myself. I'm so delighted. And then I can assure you, I'm coming to the car very soon so I can see things for myself, because a lot of things have been going on. So, Dr. Haider, thank you very much. And at the same time, I continue to pray for you for good health. And then I'm happy too that you are now in Bangkok. You are correct. It's a good place. Very nice to live. And at the same time, so many things happen, because I have been in that part of the world several times. I always go there on a yearly basis, but I'm very busy now. I couldn't. I mean, when your guy spoke to me, I said, yes, I have a lot of other programs, but for this business summit, whether it's 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I've been so prepared, just to meet you. So thank you very much, Dr. Haider. Allah will continue to bless you and your family. And I really, really, really appreciate you. Let me be honest with you. I really, really appreciate you. And you give my best regards to His Excellency, because we've had a lot of discussion, a lot of things, how investment should be done. For my colleagues too, I tell you my name once again is Professor Ahmed Salahuddin. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Standard Group of Company, including but not limited to Signature Global Real Estate. Signature Global Real Estate is a renowned real estate organization. The same thing, Standard Insurance Consultant. We have been in business over the last 45 years. In actual fact, by the end of this June, we'll be rolling out our drum. For the 45 years we have been in business. And what makes us to be in business? Three things, three core values, which Dr. Ida is having. One is trust. T-R-U-S-T. I always tell people, if there's no trust, there's no business. The first thing core value is trust. The other one is credibility. Are you credible? Are you not credible? Credibility is very important. In fact, in Nigeria here, particularly in our own culture, money is number 6 in the hierarchy. The first hierarchy is that credibility. Now, another thing, ethical professionalism. You see, we thank God that people like Dr. Eda have all these qualities. Because he's having all these qualities, this summit we are having is very, very credible in this. So I thank everybody, and then I'm happy to meet you this here now. We are in the afternoon. I mean, there, I don't know what time you are, but we are in the afternoon in Nigeria. I will be here myself. Dr. Ada, I'll be going to Ghana very soon, in 2 days' time, before coming back to Dubai, and then on my way to Saudi Arabia and Jakarta as well. So it's happy meeting all of you. I wish everybody successes in your business. And I said, Dr. Ada, give my best regard to your wife and your children. I love them. They are very, very kind children, and they are very, very, obedient to you. That's very, very good. Good father and everything. So thank you very much. Allah blessings everybody. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you so much, Professor. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you as always. The main reason to have you today is really to let the world know who is the one of our main partner for this event. And I've met you personally in Lisbon and in Kuala Lumpur. And what you said today, this is something that what I've caught and I keep in my heart, which is number 1, trust, number 2, credibility, and then comes your professionalism, and then lastly come money. This is one of the greatest wisdom that you cannot get everywhere. So thank you for imparting this to us, the younger generation, where, like you said, everyone wants only one thing, money, but don't realize it's not that comes first. Thank you, Professor. Dr. Hida, back to you. Would you like to say a few words before we move on to the next agenda?
Thank you very much, His Excellency Professor Salahuddin, a great friend, and we are like a family now. And you see, it came out of the blue. I never knew. He's not my relative. He's not my, business partner. I just met him 2 years back, I think 1.5, 2 years back, and we became like the friend. And that is what we have been doing years together. That is my key strength, that if somebody is doing business, we are doing business. And then at the same time, we are like families. We trust each other. We are very much, he's also equally a highly credible person. He's also equally a very trustworthy person. He is also equally a very highly professional person that I have seen. So all these 3 combinations, these 3 combinations, people can get together, go together and achieve anything together. That's what we have been doing. And that's what we have been thriving, and we have been pushing forward. So thank you for your words, and our best regards from the whole family members. My son is here, joined from Toronto, Canada. I can see him online, and they equally love you as well. And my small son Jayed has been asking about you all the times. And and you met the big one in Kuala Lumpur as well. And as usually, we'll be meeting him very soon again somewhere in the world. I appreciate you. Have a nice travel and back to Dubai. And we look forward to catch up again next month. And from there we go. We have, inshallah, there will be other friends that will be talking. As I said, there are businesses happening, of course. So the business summit is not only just doing business, just not only talk about money. You know, it's touch of bondage, touch of heart, touch of trust, touch of reliability, credibility. You know, you do business with ease, with confidence, with your heart, with your relaxation. That here you are completely safe, secured, and ready to go. So that's a kind of a situation. That's a kind of an environment we create, that you don't waste your time. Because we value every single persons that are joining here, that are with Business Summit very much. As you have seen, then in my trip, I have been on the road. I'm pretty unwell because it has been exactly 1 month. On 17th of January, I left Lisbon. So today is 15. So it's 30. January was 31st day. So 31 days. So it's about exactly 1 month that I'm on the wheel right now, but it's still pushing up and getting the momentum towards our friends. It's the beginning of the year, but I don't need to do anything at this point of time, but I am still doing it because I want all of you to be very, very successful in 2025. 2025 should be a significant year for all of us, that we have a target and we meet up the target in 2025. Thank you very much once again for joining. Mr. Avi, please proceed on. Thank you, Professor. May God bless you.
Thank you, Dr. Ida. I'll talk to you later. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Professor. Thank you so much, Dr. Haider. Before we continue, for those who just joined, we would like to play our short promo video for a few seconds, and we will come back to it. Shraffat, the screen is yours. Thank you so much. What you have just seen is our last Investors Summit in Kuala Lumpur. And if those who have joined a little bit later, today also marked a 1-year anniversary of our Investors Summit in Lisbon. There has been a lot of noise in the market, a lot of happenings that our team, that we are so grateful for, has been involved in. At this point in time, we have shared with you a few projects, and some of them that we could not give few details. But our latest one is Mr. Buffy from Millennial Wares, who is right now on his way to secure his investment. He has signed his engagement letter, And very soon, I think in the next webinar, we will already be calling him in to say a few words on how he has secured his investment. Why do we meet every month online? This is to check up on all our friends, to come together, discuss opportunities, and of course, for those who are joining us for the very first time, to hear what is Business Summit about. But why do we meet once a year in a major metropolitan city in the world? It's very, very different compared to a webinar. The internet is somewhere where you can get a lot of data, a lot of maybe information, but not concrete evidence of what you're exactly looking for. Us at Business Summit, we have two very, very simple agenda. Number one is connect you to investors, and number two is help you grow your business globally. Why we meet in a city? Very simple. We want to do it on the spot. We do not want to take a lot of time to connect and talk with no results. So the reason we meet is because we want results on the spot. We want you to meet investors directly, shake their hands, speak about your project on the big screen. And we want you to meet your next global business partner. You've been looking to grow yourself into maybe the Chinese market, but it is impossible for you to get in. We are here to help you. We will connect you on the day to the one person, to the one partner, or to the few partners that you're looking for. So today I would like to officially invite you all who are here. We have been doing this for many years now. For our very old friends, our good friends, and those who are joining for the very first time, please join us for our Investors Summit in Nairobi, Kenya. If our team can put up the banner, please join us. How you should come and why you should come, it's very simple. You are a business owner. You are looking for funding. Please come and showcase your project on the big screen in front of 200 investors, investees, and other business owners. You are someone who is looking to grow your business internationally. Please come and join us to meet like-minded people who think of success same as you. Like Professor Salahuddin said, number one is trust, number two is credibility, and then we can discuss about finance. So today, I will not be long. If you have any questions, you are welcome to message me or message our team. Ms. Queen will be writing an email on the chat. You're welcome to ask us any questions. You can go on our website to register yourself, to come as a project owner, to showcase your project, to come as a participant, or even if you say, I have some money, I am doing very well, I am looking to invest in projects, why not? We have declared this summit to be the greatest summit we have ever held in person. We are aiming to close 100 billion USD worth of projects. You can only imagine the amount of work that is being put into this summit. As we are talking right now, in the last 1 month, Dr. Haidar has been traveling in person to start connecting with different stakeholders and different entities to connect with them for the summit. On our side, on our team, I have right now already spoken to 10 country ambassadors who will already be representing this summit. So there's a lot going on, a lot of preparation. Our team has been relentlessly pursuing every single details of this summit. So if you're here and if you would like to join, you can say, I want to join on the chat right now itself. So our team can take your name and have a meeting with you, have a chat with you, and to see what you're looking for. So the reason why you need to tell us your name and tell us in advance, join now, is because every single person that comes, we want to hear why you are coming. So before you come, the results is already ready. When you are coming is to shake hands and put a stamp on it that for the results that you are looking for. So thank you so much for joining our monthly webinar. Dr. Haidar will be again coming back soon to share his information with you, that exciting information that he has. But from my side, I want to say, please keep joining us every month. We will be giving a lot of information going forward. Some exciting news of who will be joining already the summit. I don't think it's the right time for me to be announcing it, but we have already some confirmation of very, very important people that are going to be joining, some excellencies, and it's a very, very baby stage, so I would not be announcing yet. But please be part of this great event. Let us make it together the greatest investors summit that Africa has ever held. Thank you, everyone. And let me call back Dr. Haider for him to share some exciting information with us. Dr. Haider, we are very excited to hear this information from you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, let me try to be live. If not, then I will be switching off my camera. I think better I talk off the camera. Well, as you can see, this is a strategy. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Of course, Dr. Haider, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. You see the reality, what is going on in the world after the U.S. election, when Mr. Donald Trump elected as the president, he has shaken the whole world with his controversial actions, I would say. It's full of controversy that he wants to buy Greenland, he wants to annex, not annex, he wants to offer Canada to be the 51st state, and he wants Panama Canal, he wants to declare Gulf of Mexico to be the Gulf of America, he wants the war to be stopped in Ukraine and Russia, and he wants Gaza for him to rebuild and make it to be a massive city, and all those. I mean, some of them are, and put so much of restrictions, so much of tariffs on different countries, and sending off migrants, and at the same time inviting legal migrants to come and do business. Well, this is, these are all, that's why I said some of them are good, some of them are bad, some of them are crazy, some of them are stupid, but the issue is this has given a big message. I'll give you a little bit of a hint what happened. In 2018, I was visiting Canada to see my son together with my family. And before going to Canada, I was doing some study about Canada a little bit on the economic side. And I was meeting one of my best good friend. He's working in Bell Telecom. And he was hosting us, and I was talking to him. That he was telling me, "Why don't you come and settle in Canada?" I said, "Canada cannot host me. Canada cannot bear my cost." He said, "What are you talking? It's a big country. It's a massive economy and all those." I said, "Canadian economy is 70% based on US. This country can be into trouble anytime, any moment, if America is just, creating one issue, that if America stops importing their things, they're dead. The economy is dead overnight. The Canadian economy will be dead." So this is what happened after a few years. Now, 2025, you can see what I predicted, what I was talking about that day in 2018, it has happened today. And my wife was laughing yesterday that, how did you know that this can happen? And you were discussing about this in 2018 with Hanif Bhai, and this has happened. I said, that is what a businessman will think, because I know how I suffered when I had only one big client. I gave her the example that you remember in 1994-95, we had one big client who was giving us 60 to 70% of the revenue. And that was the most vulnerable time I had in my business. That Hamboa was Jamuna Multipurpose Bridge project was my biggest business. And I was always passing a restless time and sleepless night that if I lose this contract, then my big chunk of money, big business will be finished. So what I did that time is I reduced my risk, and I diverted my business and increased my portfolios so that that project became 10% of my total business. So 90% I took it somewhere else. I took other contracts and companies that we onboarded. So Canada has done this mistake for a long time, that they did not look for the global market. They have big resources. America itself, with all these 50 states, they are a smaller country than Canada. Canada is the second largest country in the world. And now, you just imagine, Canada can feed the whole world. The empty land, the whole country is so big, and they have only 300, I think, the 37 million population they have. So that's nothing. It's a very, 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 very small population, 37 million for such a big country, and so much of agriculture products, so much of oil and gas. Oil and gas, they are the number 2 in the world. They have the biggest reserve. They have the biggest reserve of other resources. Water is number 1 in the world. They have the best quality water in the world, and they are number 1 in the world with the best quality water. So these are all the good things, but still you see the vulnerability. And but recently, what happened after Donald Trump's sound, the people in Canada, they have waken up. Now, what will happen? This is the business information I'm giving you, those who are from that area or those who are looking at doing business in Canada. Canadians will be crazily building up their own business now. Now, Canada has gone for a campaign, as you could see probably from social media, that Mr. Trudeau and other leaders, even the opposition leaders, Mr. Pierre Poilievre, they have been campaigning that buy Canadian products, be Canadian, do this in Canada, try to stop your travel and all those. So now Canada itself, from one side to the other side of the country, it takes 8 hours, 9 hours by airplane to travel from one corner to the other corner of the country. But Canadians were spending billions of dollars traveling to US and Mexico and other countries. Now, Canada is promoting domestic tourism. Now they're opening up. Their eyes are open. Now they have no other choice. So every single devastation or every single problems definitely causes some opportunities. Now Canada needs to create a market domestically. Number 1, Canada needs to also look at the international market, not on the US alone. USA should be one of their market, but if they have other market, if they are exporting their things 70% outside in different countries in the world and 30% to US, today definitely they would not bother to worry so much. But today, they're really worried, but that will create a massive business opportunities for businessmen like us, those who are doing global business. Canada will be welcoming global people immediately to do business, invest in Canada, and they will be giving all kind of assistance, money. You don't need any money to do business. Your intention, your expression of interest will be enough for the Canadians to give you the money to do business. If you can say you want to do business in Canada, I'm sure they're going to open a big door right now. If they want to sustain and survive and continue, this is only the way that they can do this. That's number 1. One area I'm telling you, I'm giving you this millions dollars information in advance. You should, if some of you guys are trying to do business, export things or import things cheaper, because Canadian goods will be cheaper now, because they're not going to export to US some of the things. So that those items you can import if you are an import oriented country. So look at Canada seriously, number 1. Number 2, Mr. Trump, thank you very much for the call that he had with Putin and now with Zelensky, and trying to reduce, to stop this war in Russia and Ukraine. This is a major area. We realistically don't know how much damage has been caused. Vladimir is here, he knows, but some of us that are keeping a closer eyes on those countries, we know what has been damaged. The entire infrastructure, the economy, the agriculture sectors, and all the resources been damaged severely inside Ukraine. And also, Ukraine has damaged a lot of infrastructure, killed a lot of people, killed a lot of, soldiers, and a lot of damage been caused inside Russia as well. So what happened from Ukraine, millions of people fled from Ukraine. They are in Canada, they are in US, they are in Europe, all over the world. They have migrated and they have settled down. I don't think some of these millions of people will ever come back to Ukraine to live and continue their life. This is one thing. So who will be working there? Ukraine needs a lot of people to build their infrastructure, a lot of money, about $6 trillion they need. Where they get the money to rebuild their facilities, how they restructure and continue their journey to feed the whole world with their oil, with their cooking oil, with their resources, with their energy sources, and also with their agriculture like wheat and other things that they produce. They're known, very well known globally. And countries like Bangladesh, India, they were heavily dependent on Ukraine and Russia as well. So this infrastructure development and also the opportunities of doing business. Every business is battered, shattered, and Ukraine is living basically on the donation and the money that they are receiving from the other host country, other partner countries. But they need to come back, they need to go back to their businesses. So a lot of business will be happening in Ukraine, in Russia as well. Once the war is stopped completely, a peaceful situation prevails. In next few weeks, I would say, in the next few months, as I can see it, and I predicted that long back, that this war will be over by 2025 because both sides is tired and sick with this. And the world is tired and sick. And this Mr. Trump has been elected. He's a businessman. He's talking about not politics. He's talking about business. He knows that if he's putting pressure on from the business point of view, he can, achieve business results. So he's not talking much of politics, but he's talking about business. He just want to save money for himself and for his people. That's it, simple. So this is number two, second place that you can look at and be prepared to tap the market. If you know people like Vladimir here, then be in touch with them and be prepared to jump into this market and get your piece of cake from there. That's number two. Number three, the other area is the Middle East, where the Saudi Arabia is now crazily investing in infrastructure, and they have a plan of investing up to $6 trillion in infrastructure and attracting the world businesses and tourists into Saudi Arabia. And they will be hosting the World Cup in 2030, as you know. So they're taking huge preparation. Right now, a lot is going on in Saudi Arabia, and they also want to go over Dubai. And Dubai knows that they're also facing competition with Saudi Arabia, so they are taking preparation. Dubai declared that they will be building the biggest airport in Dubai. Sheikh Al Maktoum Airport will be the biggest one. But Saudi Arabia said they are building 4 big airports, bigger than that. So look at the competition going on in the Middle East. So this serious investment into infrastructure by these two countries are creating ample opportunities for some of us to do business, and it's big enough. And as you heard from Professor Salahuddin, he has also been opening an office in Saudi Arabia and going into Saudi Arabia. And also we are looking at Saudi Arabian market, as we are already doing business in Dubai. But look at this market, we will be much bigger than before. And with this situation, with this current, prevailing situation, the things are more peaceful, more business. As usual, the Asian part, the 2 countries or 3 or few countries are amounting to be more than half of the market in the world is Asia. So India and China alone is more than 3 billion people. And in Southeast Asia, like ASEAN, one of the country in the ASEAN region is Malaysia, is having a very good investment of ecosystem. Singapore is doing fantastic already. And all the other ASEAN states, they're just coming up. And there will be massive opportunities. As I was talking to some of the decision makers and policy makers in Malaysia and in Thailand, I came to know unofficially that these ASEAN will be boosting up investment and opportunities heavily. And this is the third region that you can look at. The fourth region is Southern America. As you can see, some of our friends from Guyana joined today, and I have been talking about Guyana so much. It's a small country in terms of its population, around 800,000 or less. But size-wise, it's a big country, and its abundance of natural resources, such as the oil resources, is now estimated to be 20 billion barrels reserve, already proven. And they are producing right now, as I was looking at the data today, as we are talking, or even yesterday, they pumped out 676,000 barrels of oil yesterday alone, one day. I mean, that's the daily production rate right now, 676,000 barrels a day. Just imagine, by June this year, they're triggering a million barrels a day. So look at this country. This country, I can see the president is and the government is really investing a lot of money in the infrastructure and development of the country. And there are massive opportunities, as we heard from His Excellency President Irfan Ali, and also from other ministers. And you remember Mr. Vikram Bharat, the Minister of Mining, joined on behalf of the President in Toronto. He was talking, and Mr. Peter Ramsarup recently also talking about the same. And a lot of opportunities they're unveiling for the investors in Guyana. Similarly, next door neighbor is Suriname, also developing oil and gas. And if there is a peace between Venezuela and other countries, neighboring countries, I think there will be massive amount of investment opportunities in that area. And Brazil being a big brother sitting next door, and it's a massive big market. It's a big market. So I think that's a pocket that we can look at also seriously. So these are the potential market that I'm disclosing to you. I think in Europe right now, look at Russia and Ukraine. In the Northern America, America itself is also going to be a big market, because Mr. Trump is looking for investors to invest domestically more than anybody else in the world. So that's also, they're also looking for good investors and good business owners to come and settle down in the US. So in the Southern America, as I said, Guyana and Suriname and Brazil, as usual, sorry. Then in, well, as usual, the African continent is always on top. World's 35% of the natural resources are, I'm sorry, in Africa alone. So look at the African opportunity. And I had a big tour and having tour, and the countries are open. Anything that you want from all these countries, please feel free to let us know. My team will be very glad to help you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hyder. Thank you. I can hear in your voice today you're not 100%, but thank you for this valuable information. I think that would definitely help a lot of our friends to go into the right direction. Appreciate that. We appreciate you as always. There has been a lot of discussion on the chats. So if you have been on the chat and you didn't manage to get a hold of our team, please make sure that you send us an email, or you can contact us on our phone numbers. And but without further ado, I would like to also hear a little bit from some of our friends that are here today. you are welcome to tell us who you are, what do you do, and where you are from, and most importantly, what are you looking for. So please keep it short, 1 minute to 2 minutes, so we can respect our time. 90 minutes webinar, monthly webinar. So if you are here and you would like to say a few words, please feel free to unmute yourself and you can start speaking.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you all today?
Good morning, Mr. Robin. Very well. Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, all right. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. I have a small company called Akamai Financial Service Limited. We are brokers that raise funding for clients all through the Caribbean. And I'm glad to be connected with you guys this morning, hoping that I could get some opportunities to you all and we could probably get some funding. We have projects from Ghana, South Africa, Turks and Caicos, Anguilla, Guyana, Barbados, and stuff like that. We have projects from 1 million US into 2.5 billion US. We have in the energy sector, the housing sector, the oil sector. So these are some of the small projects we have right now, and we're looking to connect with your people to see how best we could help these clients get what they're looking for.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Mr. Robin. We will be gladly able to help you. I think it would be good that maybe you send your details on the chat, and then we can connect maybe on a call after this event, maybe during the week, sometime next week, we can have a personal call, and let's talk a little bit about what you have, and that would be better.
Yes, I send my number and my email on the chat already.
Okay, that's perfect. Can I please request Ms. Queen to take a note and also send the number just to me? So I will be engaging with you, Mr. Robin, on WhatsApp or email, and let us have a chat. But we will gladly help you. We are always looking for valuable project, and the bigger the better for us. But yes, we will catch up very soon. It's a pleasure connecting with you, Mr. Robin, and I look forward to be chatting with you again very soon. Okay, anyone else, if you are here, you would like to talk, especially some of our country ambassadors that are here with us today, our country ambassadors representing us in Africa, in different parts of the world, representing the Investor Summit. If you're here and you would like to say a word, or anyone else, please feel free. This is your time to say what you're looking for, who you are, and what do you do.
Hello. My name is Jackie Ong. I want to introduce myself. Few minutes. Hello.
Please go, Mr. Jackie.
All right. Okay. Actually, I'm going to meet the doctor tomorrow. In Monday. So to see him in Bangkok. I'm Bangkok, Thailand. So I said only in the chat group that we are going to organize 3 major global events. Number 1 event is about health and wellness, well-being, and longevity, and connect to the global economic forum. This to be the global economics forum, in Asia, same as Davos. Davos, they did already 50 years ago. Now it's something that we're going to put on to create the global leadership. And one of the, we have a 6th team of the global economic forum to discuss about geopolitics with the US leadership and all this as well. I'm just talking about that. And the next event, we have the global event is about the Global Sustainable Energy Forum. These 3 events, global, get together. So, and I probably very interesting also to join the event in Kenya. Okay, because our speaker to join the Global Economic Forum is from Kenya ambassador in Bangkok. He is also our keynote speaker, and he is always talking about the wellness tourism as well. So he's also the special guest for us. So we are now going to meet with own embassies and the foreign international and to join our event, and more than 50 countries around the world. And I also just talk to the doctor, and maybe he can be our also one of the global leadership, and then to join our global economic forum in June this year. So, and then when he talk about the Canada, I think it's the opportunity. Actually, they will be in event in Singapore, 16 to 19 in Singapore this month. So I should be in Singapore also during this month and so. And so this is good opportunity. that maybe send to me more detail about the Kenya summit. I want to join because we also promote a lot of business to Kenya in Africa. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jackie. I'm sure you will have some good chat with Dr. Haider on Monday, but from my side, I look forward to meet you in Kenya. It will be a great pleasure to shake hands with you and have some coffee and, of course, discuss business. And for all the events that you have mentioned, yes, please, definitely, please do share more details with our team. And you're welcome to keep joining every month this summit, this platform, this webinar, to keep discussing different opportunities that you have.
You know what?
Thank you, Mr.
Next year, I will just add more. Next year, I just have a meeting with the World Bank. Okay, we want to organize very big, the Global Economic Forum next year. That we host in Bangkok. That we bring more than 200 country members from the World Bank, IMF in October. So I'm going to organize and connect with them also, and then become the same as the Davos for global. The World Economic Forum as well. So maybe your investment summit next year, and Dr. Haider will talk to me Monday. If you want to join all this together, organize in Bangkok, Thailand next year. After Kenya, we can because it's more than 200 countries around the world. The leader, economics.
Of course, Mr.
Yeah.
Of
this
course,
is something
Let us will have a look at this. Of course, Mr. Jackie, we will have a look at it. I can see Dr. Haider also writing in the chat. But I must say, I think Dr. Haider will agree with me. In the last 2 years, the amount of countries that have been chasing us to come and do Investors Summit, it's really, really crazy. Right now, we have even some few official letters where some agencies, investment agencies, they want to sponsor the whole event and say, no, we want you in our country. So thank you, Mr. Jackie. I think that's very, very good opportunity.
Thank you.
And we will definitely bear in mind what you have shared with us. And I look forward, like I said, to meet you once a month to discuss more. And of course, in Kenya. Miss Queen will be connecting with you very soon for some more details about the Kenyan Summit.
When is the event in Kenya? When?
It's on the 21st and 22nd of October.
Oh, October. Oh, that's good. That's good time. So we can drive our people from our Global Summit, go to Kenya.
Of course.
And we invite Dr. Haider also to be our keynote speaker. Also, Hamadori.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jackie. We stay in touch. We have some more time, so I would like to hear from other people also. If you're here for the first time, you're a good old friend, you want to speak about who you are, what do you do, and what are you looking for? Okay, let me see. I see someone raising their hands. Mr. Peter, are you here, Mr. Peter? I can see you.
Sure, I can hear you. How are you?
Okay, perfect. How are you, my very good friend?
Awesome. Delighted to be here. This is Peter from
You're looking
Kenya.
very relaxed today, I must say. You're looking very relaxed.
Yeah. It's a Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening. So, a bit dressed down and all that. So, but I'm happy to be here. I've listened to the speakers from the professor, Dr. Haider, and everybody who has spoken here. And so it's quite an opportunity. I'm in the city of Nairobi, not far from Kempinski, where the event will be happening. The local partner here. And so I want to welcome everybody. We've been with Dr. Haider to the hotel. We've seen quite a bit, making the necessary plans, responsible also for inviting our guys here, including the president. I have the letter for our president here. So we are going to invite them, the cabinet secretaries, and all people involved. So, and I'm handling quite a bit in Africa. We are from Africa, Asia, Middle East, Chamber of Commerce. So even our networks from other countries, we're gonna be very keen into that. And so, from the ground, we call it ground zero, just to give confidence to those who are planning to come, that if all systems go, we have an event called CEO Conclave and Investors Dinner. We plan to have a media press there, Dr. Haider to address the world from there. And, so everything is happening well. And, I appreciate the milestones that have been covered even by online events like this one. And so for me is to welcome everybody. And thank you so much, the organizing committee. In Kenya, we say asante.
Thank you. Thank you.
Asante is thank you.
Oh, it's almost like French. Enchanté. Almost like French.
Sure. Okay.
Thank you so much, Dr. Peter. Thank you so much. We meet once a month so we can discuss and keep everyone who is here online with us, keep them posted on what's happening, especially on ground since you're here. I am very, very serious about business when it comes to business, but one very, very humble request from you, Mr. Peter. This humble request comes from me and my very good friend and brother, Mr. Abid Haider. Please, you have to let us taste the most famous food in Nairobi, the most famous joint. That's all I'm asking from you.
request, taken seriously. Come, you'll have the local cuisines, all over, and you like it. Yeah, we might even take you for safari. Safari, you'll meet the big five, the lion, the elephants, so you have opportunity to see that after as well. Okay.
I will come if the lions lost all their teeth. I will come if they don't have any teeth.
Put me into the safari, okay?
Oh, Mr. Robin wants to go for the safari. Okay, one of the tricks I've learned in life is to not try to run the fastest, but just to make sure I'm not the last. So I will start running from now. In case the lion come, at least I won't be the last in line. I'm just playing around. I'm just playing. Thank you, Mr. Peter. As always, it is a pleasure to talk to you. We move on to our next speaker. If there's anyone else who's here who would like to speak, I see one hand already raised, Mr. Nahian. If you're here, please feel free to unmute yourself and talk.
Yes.
Mr. Nahian?
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Nahian. Please go ahead.
Okay. So myself, Nahian, I am a freelance consultant and I'm particularly specialized in merger and acquisition deals. Now, in my collection, there are lots of projects around the globe, which accounts up to $1 billion, the concept. So I have got projects in Malaysia, in Russia, and in the Middle East as well. Now, what I am keen to ask is like there are projects involving in Malaysia. There is port development, which is mostly G2. Kindly, it's a government project, and in Russia, that is I work. Or I should rather say that I'm an intermediary. So we're looking for a biomethanol project. So it's a big loan. The amount is big, around $1 billion. So what I want to know that I'm searching for a equity investor, and I'm searching for equity investor, and my preference destination is the offshore countries like Cayman Islands, British Virgin Islands. These investors are really easy to go, easy to mix with. Their compliance probably is less. Now, I'm afraid of the US and other investors because the scrutiny is too much. Now, from your side, so whenever I'm talking to the big projects, so how can you assist me in finding investor, and how can I work as an intermediary with you? So this is my question.
Of course, we can help you. This is our expertise. This is our many years of experience. Dr. Haider has been doing business for over 40 years. Over 40 years. If you read his book, I'm not sure if the first time we are meeting. Of course, we can help you. I would say let's have this conversation privately. Let's have a call with you. And the amount $1 billion is better for us this year. If you just join, we are looking to bring at least 100 billion worth of investment. So we are looking for mega projects everywhere in the world. We are searching and looking everywhere. So I think we should have a personal discussion on this. So some private information should not be disclosed on a public platform. So let's have a call sometimes next week, you and I, and let me hear more about what the project is about, and I'll give you some directions from there and how we can work out this project. Is that good with you?
Yes, sure.
Perfect. So please leave your details, and also can I request, I will write some of my details also on the chat so you have it shortly. Thank you so much, Mr. Nahian. I'm looking at the time. We have some more time. If you're here today and you would like to speak about yourself, who you are, where you're from, and what are you looking for, please feel free to unmute and speak. or you can raise your hand and we will allow you to speak. Anyone else, please feel free. And in some of our country ambassadors, also if you're here, you are welcome to speak. I think Mr. Humphrey should speak, my very good friend, who is our country ambassador in Uganda. Mr. Humphrey, how are you?
Hello.
Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. Who is speaking? Oh, Mr. Spark.
Hello, Abhishek.
Yes, how are you, Mr. Humphrey?
I'm good, Abhishek. How are you?
I am very well, thank you.
I would like to say that I'm very happy to be on this platform this evening. And I would like to tell the members present today that please, they should endeavor to come to Nairobi for this coming summit, because that summit has a lot of opportunities and we are ready to welcome all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Humphrey. I must say, this is quite a few summits I've done with Business Summits, and it's the first time I see that this summit in Kenya, it's bringing so much of support from every African country that we have spoken to. There's a lot of support, a lot of seriousness, a lot of enthusiasm to make this one of the greatest events. So thank you, Mr. Humphrey, and thank you for the support and also being the country ambassador for Business Summit Uganda. Thank you so much, Mr. Humphrey. I look forward to see you very soon.
Thank you so much, Abhishek.
Thank you. I see Mr. Ronald, also from Uganda, would like to talk. Mr. Ronald?
Yeah. Greetings to everybody. Hello,
Greetings
can
to
you
you,
hear
sir.
me? Oh,
Yes, of course.
I am so glad to hear from you people and meet you, interact, network, and really, and I'm so happy also that I have had a colleague from the fellow country.
It's a good connection to happen in the spot, isn't it?
Exactly. It is. I'm so happy. So maybe from here I'll get, maybe I need to get his details such that I can be also at the summit in Nairobi. Yes.
Of course. Please do that. But do you see, this is what this is a monthly webinar is about. You come here, you don't know what can happen. Anything can happen. You can find your investment, you can find a business partner, you can find a good friend on the platform, business friend.
Exactly. That is really so wonderful that as we talk of being in one region of territory, it's so good that we connect in every aspect. Because we're talking of East African community. So if governments can connect or work together, then how about us business people? How about us people who pay taxes and run these governments? How comes that we're not connecting? So for such an initiative or setting, I'm just very, 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 very much grateful that we are trying to connect. Last time I also had people from the legal sphere. We are also trying to connect. So it is so much amazing. Mr. Moderator, I'm a professional banker, and I'm to agriculture and agribusiness. Generally, I wanted to see or talk to you, see if I can be connected to fellow investors or business people in that field, so that I can establish business partnerships. Can get business advisory, especially for agribusiness, and then also be exposed to market systems internationally. So I don't know whether you have colleagues or investors or friends that are into that field, so that I can connect to them and have this conversation taken to another level. Yes.
Of course. That's definitely, we will definitely do that. You know, Dr. Hida has traveled, is one of the men who I know traveled in most of the African countries. Dr. Hida, how many countries did you do in Africa? I think about 40 countries or 45 countries you've done in Africa, Dr. 42 out of 54. Wow. So Dr. Haider is very well known in Africa. In fact, when he sends me some of the pictures when he's traveling, I look at him, I'm like, how do you do this? He's been in Uganda 3 times in the last 2 months. He's writing. Today is not too well. Otherwise, he would have formally and personally speak out today. So, of course, we will be able to help you with advisory, especially to grow your business. This is our expertise. I like to call ourselves, we are like a lobbyist. We are like a concierge who helps you and also to advise you, because sometimes it takes the right connection to take you to where you need to be. So I'm hoping that we are the connection that you have been looking for. We are a team that has partners almost in every country in the world. We are connected everywhere. So we definitely know someone who somebody else is looking for. But other than that, I would not like to oversell ourselves. I would like to say, please reach out to me privately. Reach out to us privately. Let us hear exactly what you're looking for in more details. It's not on the public platform. Privately, let me hear what exactly you're looking for, and then we can take it further. Yes, of course, you can have Mr. Humphrey's number. Humphrey, my brother, please, one connection made today. Okay. Thank you so much.
That's a good connection.
Yes. That's what it's all about. Connecting people. Almost Nokia's emblem, connecting people. Okay. I see one more hand being Mr. Henry. How are you, Mr. Henry?
Hello, good morning. My name is Henry. Calling you from the US. I am based in Houston. I think I should show my face.
Please.
How you doing?
It's always good.
How you doing? Oh, I'm glad I'm here, and I'm very excited to see the momentum coming from that part of the world. And I agree with the doctor about opportunities coming up, given the new change in the policy in the US. And I think that that's amazing, because you guys have done a significant good demonstration about how country could take advantage of this. And that's exactly what we're all about. I'm posting right now who we are. My company, I'm the CEO and founder of Kendura Foods. Kendura Foods is a gluten-free production company which has a subsidiary in Cameroon. We have been piloting for the last 3 years the production of gluten-free flour based on cassava, sweet potatoes and plantains. We have been for the last 3 years distributing that in the country, in Cameroon. We have demonstrated that African could afford those flours and able to feed themselves with that. And now we have serious demand internationally in Europe, UK, to do the same. So we are in this forum to raise funding, because we believe that we have a solution to be able to reduce poverty, at the same time basically eliminate hunger. So I invite you to check our page. I just posted our introduction to the forum. The intent really in this forum is to be able to raise about $1 million to be able to pilot our test, because we have been operating in Cameroon for the last 3 years, and we have demand internationally, which is a new era. And we would like to be able to deliver to our customer that we have today, expecting us to deliver top quality product. So we are in this forum to not only demonstrate that technology could be led from Africa to the world. And me, myself, being in the United States, to introduce myself a little bit, I'm a chemical engineer. Went to undergrad and graduate school in Germany. Then I moved to the US 20 years ago, where I work in oil and gas at the same time, leading a consulting firm for the last 15 years. Africa is where I come from and where I believe my life going to end. So I would like to be able to give back to the continent, not only reducing poverty, applying technologies to reduce poverty, at the same time now lead from Africa to the sense where we could feed the world, particularly people that need to eat gluten-free. So they need it. Yes. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Henry. That's a really great introduction. It is a pleasure to really speak to you. I can see Dr. Hader is already saying soon in Nairobi. So I will see you soon in Nairobi. Please, if you're speaking about Africa, then we need to meet in Africa, nowhere else.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited about sharing that those breakthrough we have made. Right now, the largest manufacturing company in the US, the largest pretty company in the US, retailers who also order from us, but we are limited in terms of the capacity. So I think we could unite, and this technology is not only for Cameroon, it's for all sub-Saharan African that could grow crops. And then I'm glad to have one of my co-partners with you guys online, Mr. Sanjiren and Mr. Anwar. I just want to say hi to them, but I'm talking on their behalf as well. They are from Mauritius, and then they are really part of me in this venture. And you will certainly see you guys.
Where are they from? Where are they from?
Mauritius.
Okay, because I am from Mauritius too. So
yes.
So who is from Mauritius, please? Now I need to hear from who is it, Miss? Who is from Mauritius?
Mr. Sanjiren and Mr. Anwar. They are connected right now online. They will be able to voice themselves and talk about it. They have been very instrumental.
Please, I want to hear from them. I need to hear from them. I just don't want. I need to hear from them.
Okay, go ahead.
Please unmute.
Okay, unmute. Sanjay,
Abhishek, maybe I'll introduce myself. What a small world. I didn't realize that.
What a small world again.
So, Anwar Kaduru, bien correct, merci. I am a very proud Mauritian. I left Mauritius 1984. I've been in Toronto, Canada for the last 40 years. I've been following Dr. Hader on LinkedIn, and he spoke a lot already about Canada. And I think, what Mr. Trump did was a wake-up call for us to realize that, the world is a better place to trade versus just the US, where we've been relying, mainly for, a number of, decades. So happy to be here, happy to meet you all. I think it's a fantastic opportunity working together. I'm a career banker. I work, at the Canadian banks for the last 35 years. I recently launched an advisory firm providing advice on banking and financing. And I'm coming across a lot of global clients. And I realized that, it's tough to just rely on the Canadian market. So that's why I joined Business Summit this morning to simply, make, global connections. I've been working with Dr. Henry, for some time, and I invited him to join, the session this morning. And I'm very hopeful that we'll do some business together. Happy to be here.
Of course. C'est un plaisir.
Moi aussi.
You have another one called Sanjiren. Sanjiren, go ahead, say hi for Mauritius, please.
And hello, everybody. Hello, Abhishek.
It's always good to see fellow Mauritians around, and we are taking over the world.
Hello, everybody. Nice to be with you. I'm Sandiran Kolandavelu. I'm a consultant and a former lawyer in France.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. San. We will stay connected, Mr. Henry. Mr. Abid will be connecting with you because he's our manager for North America. He's in Toronto, Canada. But I look forward to have a call, but not only alone with Mr. Henry. I would really like to have Mr. San and our other friend who just... Yes, I would really like to have a call.
You are my co-partners, yes.
Yes.
Thank you. I suggest we will have a call conference in the next week, Abhishek.
Yes, of course. I think that's the best. Let's take this call. Otherwise, we will be talking a lot right now, and we will not give opportunity.
Exactly. Okay, but we put in the chat. We put in the chat story about our company, as you can go online and check us out. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Henry. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
A pleasure to meet you all. Okay, I think we have time for one more person to speak out. If you're here, you would like to say who you are, where you're from, and what do you do. As you can see today itself, some major connections already happened. Mr. Humphrey will be meeting someone in Uganda. I just met two the Mauritians who is across the continents right now from me. I'm in South Africa and one is in Canada. It's amazing what this webinar has been doing for the last few years. So thank you for joining us. This is our monthly webinar. So just know that you can note it, and we meet for 90 minutes to talk about the opportunities. But also do not miss our yearly investors summit that we meet face to face, hand in hands, to shake hands and close deal on the spots. This year it will be happening in Nairobi, Kenya. A lot of noise is being made. A lot of plans have been made. So please, any more details that you need, leave your contact number on the chat, and our team will be connected with you. And but before that, I would like to hear from one more person before we will close the summit. Ask Dr. Ida to close the summit. Anyone else, please raise your hand, or you can unmute yourself and speak. We have. Oh,
hello,
I have to ask. Yes, hello.
Yes, my name is Derek Richards. Thank you for having me on this platform. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Derek Richards from Trinidad and Tobago. I'm a building contractor by profession with 31 years experience. I have a business idea that I am seeking investment, a business partner, business mentor to partner with, focusing on residential housing in Trinidad and Tobago, which is in high demand.
Of course.
So I'm looking for a connection to discuss this opportunity.
Mr. Derek, please.
Yes.
Yes.
I already put together a well-detailed business plan that I would love to share with anyone who may be interested in this opportunity to partner with me and have discussions for this remarkable opportunity to tap into the residential, not limited to. The main focus is residential housing and construction business, but have future plans to establish an enterprise which consists of residential housing, real estate, construction, block manufacturing, renewable energy, tires distribution of heavy machinery for both sales and rental purposes. Thank you very much.
Sure, Mr. Derek. I suggest, because due to lack of time, as we have reached our 90 minutes, please, you've got our email. If you can tell us some more details, and then we can connect more on this. Let us look at our team, have a look at what you're looking for, and then we can connect further. If that's fine with you, Mr. Derek.
Okay, thank you very much. Will do. Sure, it's up. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Derek. We have come to the end of our monthly webinar, but before I go, I met this man, a man with a heart of gold. I would like to just say hi to him. Mr. Adil from Dubai. How are you, Mr. Adil? If you're here, Mr. Adil, please, you can unmute yourself. Okay, Mr. Adil is not here, but I would have loved to hear from Mr. Adil.
Yeah. Mr. Abhishek, good evening. I'm really sorry I was not feeling well. I was having a flu, so I was sleeping. I joined later. I'm extremely sorry for this.
That's fine. No, that's fine. I just wanted to hear from you. It's been a while since we spoke, so I just wanted to hear how you're doing and everything.
No, everything is good. Everything is good. Market is very good in Dubai. It's very busy time currently. So I was not feeling well since yesterday, so I went to sleep. I informed Sharafat already, but I'm extremely sorry. But I'm lucky that in the last I was become the part of this Zoom meeting.
Yes, not only a part of this Zoom meeting, but our investors summit also. It was good to see you in KL, and it will be good to see you again in Kenya that time.
Yes. I follow Dr. Haider because he's my mentor, and I know him since so long time. And I really follow his vision and his ideas.
Appreciate that, sir. I really appreciate that. Okay, so
Thank
we will
you.
keep in touch.
Yes.
Appreciate you all.
Thank you
Please
very
give my
much.
regards to
Thank you.
family, Dubai.
Yes, thank you. Looking forward to see you in Dubai.
Yeah, I will come. I am coming this year. I will come. I will keep you posted.
Yeah, please, because you went to Portugal, I think so.
Yes. But we will come very soon. soon.
Okay. Looking forward.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Adil. Thank you, everyone. We have come towards the end of our monthly webinar. And to say a few words and to end our discussion for today, I would like to call Dr. Haider. Dr. Haider, I know you're not too well today, but please give us a word of gratitude as we end this webinar today, if you're able.
Hi, thank you. Thanks to everyone that you made it so lively today, and getting connected and discussing business. Appreciate that efforts that you are doing. I think this is how, as you heard from all the big businesses, business tycoons, I would say, some of them that you met today, including Professor Salahuddin. He's a big guy in Nigeria, and I met at least 20 billionaires this time in Nigeria itself. Just imagine. They have the money. There is no shortage of money. There is shortage of projects. There is shortage of management. There is lack of efforts that you need to reach out to the people. All these billionaires from Nigeria, they are looking forward for the good projects that can generate good capital. So when I was meeting the King of Accra in Ghana, he was looking for investment. I said, His Majesty, how much investment you need? He said about $1 billion. I said, I can get it out from next door. It's from Nigeria, I can get you the money. He was looking at me like with a surprised face. I said, oh, I mean, how? I said, that's my job. That's my job, how to get the money. We need to create the confidence. We need to create the project. We need to create the opportunity for them. Investors are looking for return. Mr. Adil can say how many Nigerians have invested in Dubai. I can see that in last 1 year, 400 multimillionaires and billionaires invested in Dubai, migrating from Nigeria itself. Just imagine. The money is there. We don't need to look for money everywhere. Investors are there, but only the problem is the investable project that we need, where the investors can get the maximum return. This is very important. So I think we have a lot of things, good news today as we shared, and we would like to share you more good news next month. And I would, as I said, I was making a comment in the chat that I will be introducing one of the big leaders in the world who transformed almost 5 million people to be entrepreneurs in a country like Bangladesh. And this gentleman, I don't want to disclose his name today. He's a big guy. He was here, and I don't know whether he is still here or not, but he will be presented in Nairobi Summit. And he's like a crazy man, investing in different places. He invested also over $2 billion in Bangladesh's different industries. So with this, I'd like to thank you for joining and taking the journey together and get benefit. You don't just come and waste your time. If you think that you can do something, you can make an impact, you want investment, or you can invest, or you want a business to be done, then be here. This is what I suggest humbly to all our partners from all across the world. Thank you very much for joining, and I look forward to see you. Have a nice time, and have a nice month, and looking forward to see you next month on the 21st. What is the next summit? On the 15th of March, we'll be at the same time. And then I look forward to see you in person over a breakfast, lunch, and a dinner in Nairobi, Kenya, the most beautiful place in Eastern Africa. Looking forward. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, everyone, and have a good weekend ahead. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.